Welcome back. Another video about the MAAC Volunteer Fire Academy. And so we're out here with some of the props that we use in training here at the MAAC. We showed you ventilation before, so when there's an active fire, crews are often going up on the roof and venting. So we showed you some of that last time. So the prop, you could tell it's still used quite a bit. And so there's that part of what happens in the, on a fire scene. Another is to overhaul and property protection and stuff. So when you get into the building with the fire, a lot of times you'll have to break the ceiling and look for fire that might have creeped up into the attic, especially with insulation and other things that are in the attic. So you want to make sure that there are no flames, no embers up in the attic. So breaking ceiling, I mean, it's a workout, and there are techniques that make it easier. And so again, one of the props that we're lucky to have here at the MAAC, this prop allows us to, we have pieces of drywall that get fitted up in there, and then the students, and you'll see some pictures and videos, we were able to practice the technique to break the drywall and pull it all down. And we did it especially without getting right underneath it. So in case you were like in a doorway and you wanted to make sure that you could get back to the doorway if fire fell. So practicing those techniques, we were able to do that. We also did a lot of work out in our 4-story building and our 2-story burn building with practicing arriving on scene. So, we had teams that were pulling hose right off a cart that mimics a fire engine and how the hoses come off the engine. So we were practicing that, getting it into the build, getting up to the door, flowing water from the hydrant, going in, navigating the interior of a building, and then getting to the fire room and putting out the fire, and then getting back out, resetting. So we were working hard this last weekend. It's starting to get warmer out, which just makes it that much more. But that's what we're going to encounter out on the job. So it's been really great, kind of putting all these skills together. Again, we're learning what we do when we arrive, what we do on the roof, what we do interior. And the salvage part too is, we practiced a lot of just how to use different types of tarps to cover things that we can find in the inside of a house after a fire, to make sure that we are, protecting as much as we can. I mean, the building we just went into could be a family that has a lot of damage from the fire, and anything we can salvage for them, we want to do. So that's part of what we try to make sure we accomplish inside of the building. So we practiced all that this week. And then, like I said, practice putting it all together kind of in those other buildings. And we're doing more of that this week, and it's being kind of putting everything together. So really exciting. Going to have some really great video and pictures of that, and going to start hearing from some of my classmates in the academy as well. So just always love the opportunity to tell you guys what's going on, give you a little insight into the Fire Academy, and then obviously show off the great facilities we have here at the MAAC. So thanks for watching, and we'll be back with another video next week.